guys, how's it going? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everyone's staying safe in this quarantine time of quarantining. Um, I know it's hasn't been very fun for me being cooped up. I get out as much as I can, but gotta be careful. So can't do too much. Um, yeah, yeah, very true. So I'm Cupid. I'm schizophrenic. Oh, my hair. I just took a shower, so having to fix my hair. I definitely don't want to look like a ragamuffin on camera. If anybody knows what a ragamuffin is, something I used to be called. My hair was a mess when I was a kid. Look like a ragamuffin. I don't know what it is either. That's just all I know about it. Um, so today I want to talk about the top causes of death for people with schizophrenia. Um, Maybe a little bit more on the lifespan as well, and some stories. I have some stories that I want to tell. See how many stories I can get to. I have so many stories. I try not to talk about too much of it because I really do want people to read my book and see that. But there's more to the book than just my story, so maybe people will still buy it once I finally finish it. Because of course, the thing takes forever. It's a big book, so maybe that's why. Mm, drinking tea. And I put cream in my tea. I know I'm a weirdo. I put cream in my tea. Um, yeah, my tea. I have black tea right now. I need more tea. Gotta go to the store and buy some more. Anyways, um, top causes of death. So the life expectancy for a person with schizophrenia, on average, just kind of an average put like once you I forget what the word is. Never mind. So it's 64.7 years. That's a lot less than a lot of people do live. That's just the average. It's not exactly what you'll live, um, but it's like a median. What is it? Median? I forget now. I think that's the word I was looking for, but maybe I'm saying it wrong. So, in a paper published in JAMA Psychiatry, Mark Wolfson and colleagues studied a group of 1 million people with schizophrenia across the US. This is just across the US. I don't really have a lot of um, information on other countries, and I know I have viewers that are from other countries, and I'm sorry that I don't have enough information, but I will look it up. See if I can find some information based on different countries if you guys want to know. Um, Message me like you do, and let me know if you guys want to know information about stuff, statistics, and stuff like that in your country. It depends on, some countries may not have that information, but they may as well. I may also not have access to it, so you know how the internet, the interwebs, how they stop you from seeing anything outside of your country. Damn it, sometimes. Um, so they studied 1 million people with schizophrenia across the U.S. Okay. Um, so because of schizophrenia, they found that the causes of death were increased by a threefold. So that means that it was um, more, they died younger, and or they died younger with those illnesses because of schizophrenia. And it's just the stress on the body. It's really a stressful thing to live with, and it's hard to deal with. It really is. It really is. So the number one cause of death for people with schizophrenia was cardiovascular disease. And um, for people who don't know what that is, that's heart conditions that include disease, vessels, structural problems, and blood clots, which is funny I don't know if I have cardiovascular disease, but I have a heart issue, and I'm pretty sure it's because I did drugs. So there's that. I also have a thyroid problem, and thyroid problems can cause heart issues as well. So, you know, different things that can cause it. I used to drink a lot of caffeine. I don't really drink that much anymore. It's another reason I could have heart issues. Um, so, cardiovascular disease. Cancer, particularly lung cancer, is the second highest for people with schizophrenia. Um, and I already talked about this lung cancer because um, people with schizophrenia tend to smoke. It is very common for people with schizophrenia to end up smoking at some point during their diagnosis or during their life in general. Um, Number three is diabetes, which is kind of interesting because that is a very common thing for people as well to have. It's um, in in general for people to have diabetes, which I think it's kind of interesting that it could stress the body even more while having diabetes and cause you to die younger. Um, Number four is influenza, which I don't know much about, and I'm actually going to look it up right now. So the fourth most common. Um, oh, it's just the flu. I feel a little dumb now. That's kind of interesting. With everything that's going on right now. Wow. Okay, it's good to know. I've heard influenza before, but I had no idea it was where flu came from. I think I did know that actually. I just forgot. Um, I don't want to sound too dumb here. um, yeah, wow. I feel so dumb now. So, yeah, people with schizophrenia are more likely to die from the flu than your average person. Um, wow, I'm a little scared of corona now. Hmm. All right, so on to the next one. I know I'm not supposed to be like making jokes about this. It's a serious subject, but I thought that I would make a little bit of jokes because it is so serious and it's kind of scary. And I have to admit, finding out this information would make me very, very nervous. It did. It made me cry. You die so young. Number five is accidental deaths. So things that happen accidentally, like probably like car accidents, would be one of them. I would say falling off a cliff, but that's not very common. I don't know. I don't know. Accidental cliffs or accidental deaths. Cliffs. They're accidental cliffs. Um, Sorry, I should. Um, Accidental deaths. Yes, car accidents. I don't know. I don't know if I can think of any other ones right off the top of my head. But yeah, accidental deaths. You get what I'm saying when an accidental death is, something that happens accidentally. It wasn't meant to happen. It wasn't like you were dying already. It wasn't like you were sick. It wasn't like, you did it purposely. It was accidental. Which is kind of funny. And then, God, where is that information I have? So number six is suicide, but actually, I read in a different thing that suicide is second most common as far as outside of the other. Um, Let me find it. I have a thing here. There's something here. I promise. Okay, so another study that was done, they provided statistics that the relative contributions to excess mortality were suicide at 28%. So 28% of the deaths that happened because of schizophrenia were because of suicide. 12% were accidents, and 60% were natural causes, which is a very high number. And then what was the other one I have? So there are things that, so I found some really great information here. Um, that can decrease the premature death in people with schizophrenia. So great news, you guys. Just because you have it doesn't mean that it's definitive that you will die. Okay, I know it's bad news to know that it could happen, but I want to help you guys understand it's not for sure. Um, so helping individuals stop smoking would greatly improve life expectancy. So if you stop smoking, you are less likely to die of lung cancer. Um, Premature deaths from cardiovascular disease can also be reduced by treating high blood pressure and high cholesterol levels. So, taking care of your body. This is another thing that we talked about in another video that people with schizophrenia they lack the self care when they're dealing with their issues more prevalently. Um, so, one thing that you have to be able to do is you have to start learning how to take care of yourself better. Um, so getting your blood pressure under control and your cholesterol levels can help stop the number one cause of death for people with schizophrenia, and that is cardiovascular disease. Um, the effects of diabetes and cardiovascular disease can also be diminished by regular exercise. That's not yet. I'm just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Diminished by regular exercise, eating right, and those who are obese weight loss. So weight loss can help as well. So just getting yourself healthy and taking care of yourself, like I said, it's really hard to do, but it can help. And maybe having someone there to help take care of you is going to be helpful, especially when you get into those times. Maybe you just need a reminder. Go brush your teeth. Go take it. Go take your medicine. Don't eat that. Like things. Go exercise. Go get out and go for a walk. You need a reminder sometimes. So healthcare professionals should routinely screen for suicidality, depression, and use of alcohol and other drugs of abuse. Those both, by the way, can cause worse issues. Now, a lot of people with schizophrenia tend to drink. It's a very popular thing because in the time it takes away those things. So when you're drinking, it takes away all of the issues, but it causes worse, worse issues in the long run. And sometimes it can also cause worse issues while you're drinking and you don't notice it, not immediately. Um, I know it's happened for me. I had worse issues when I drank sometimes, um, especially heavily drinking. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, so drug abuse is really bad. It can cause the worst issues ever. And it also can have a really bad effect on your body. Everybody should know this already. It's not like uncommon. It's not like it's uncommon sense. It's very common sense. I don't know if that's a word. Uncommon sense. I don't know if that's a thing, but I just made it a thing. It's a thing now. So it is a good thing that it's a good thing to recognize when you are abusing alcohol or drugs and try to get yourself into treatment. Um, the more, the sooner you get into treatment, the better it is going to be on your body and on you, and the less likely you will have severe issues in the long run. Um, for me, when I first had my schizophrenia first really showed itself, and I had signs before this. I had many signs as a child. I had all kinds of different signs, but the first time I had real signs was while I was doing drugs, and I thought, oh, it's just the drugs. So when I started having all of my issues, heart issues, and my stuff like that, I quit. I quit doing drugs, but it still kept happening, and that's the thing, though. Like, it can set you off, and it can keep the issues worse for a long time. And yes, I got better during different periods of times. I was good, but the thing is that even though you're good for a period of time, doesn't mean that another episode isn't going to come. So just be careful. I know people are like, yeah, but it takes it away. It takes it away for a period of time. It makes it worse. It really does. And then you have to keep using drugs to get away from it. And even then, that's going to make, you're just eventually going to have issues while on the drugs and alcohol. And I know that it's very common for people to drink alcohol when they have schizophrenia. It's very common. A lot of people like to stay to themselves, and um, I've had I've heard so many different stories about people just drinking themselves to death. Not like to death, but just like drinking themselves into a coma sometimes. Just hard drinking to get away from it. And I used to do it, so I know. I know alcohol seems like it helps, but it doesn't. Um, so marijuana is also another thing that you guys may want to not do because it can make things worse. I I think it depended for me what kind of marijuana and what was happening in my life. But it did make things worse sometimes. It can't kill you. Marijuana can't kill you. Okay, so that's not the problem. The problem is the delusions that happen because of the marijuana. So just be aware of that because marijuana can also cause. It's more likely to cause suicide because of the idealizations that happen and the delusions. So just you know, um, yeah. So that's it for all of that. And I don't have enough time for stories today, which is probably good. That means that I used up all my time on talking about that subject. I told you guys I had a lot of great information on that. I found some really great things, and I know that it's scary. It's a scary thing to learn. So I think that it's probably good that I spent this video talking about it. But remember, there are ways around it. There are ways to prevent it. It's not like it's a for sure thing that you die at a young age because you have schizophrenia. It's not like schizophrenia is necessarily killing you. It's the issues that can cause your body to stress and kill itself. So take care of your body. Take care of you. Take care of it. You know? Just try your best to take care of yourself. And I think that goes hand in hand with loving yourself. Because if you love yourself enough, you'll take care of you. And, vice versa. So, that's weird. I haven't heard this song on the playlist before. Anyways, sidetracking. So that's it for my video today, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed the information. I hope that it's helpful. I hope I didn't scare you. I really hope I didn't scare you guys. I know it's scary though. It is scary. So if I did scare you, I apologize. I know that it's information that we need though. So not not going to regret telling you. Stay wonderful, you guys. Stay beautiful. Stay amazing. Stay awesome. Stay unique, and stay you. And just remember to love yourself. It'll make your mood lifted up. I promise. It'll make you feel better. It'll make you feel better. You are an amazing person, and because you have schizophrenia, you're a stronger, more amazing person. In my eyes, okay? I don't want to put down other people, but it's the truth. In my eyes. And probably in a lot of people's eyes, too. Um, have a great day, you guys. Peace and love.